Hello my friends, and welcome back again. Yet another hack upload for you today. Um, Before we get into that, I would just like to say a big welcome to the new subscribers that have come over to the channel. Welcome. I do appreciate you stopping by and dropping my account a follow. Thank you very much, especially those who've come over from TikTok. And of course, welcome back to all the ones who already follow me, my good friends who always like my videos and comment. I do appreciate that, so thank you very much. Right, today's game is a match that I had against a 4-man Swift. I know these people are a Swift, I've played them before. I'd actually been waiting about 15 minutes for this lobby by the time I got it, and I really didn't want to wait again, so I played it. I didn't expect to win it. As I said, I know who these people are. They're very good survivors. They're high-ranking survivors. They play very well together. But I just thought, anyway, we'll just try it. You never know. So I played it. They got Haddonfield, the new Haddonfield, and not my favourite map ever since the update. I didn't mind the old Haddonfield, but the new one I find more difficult to play. Although in saying that, there are a lot of instances where you'll get a 3-gen on Haddonfield, namely around Michael's house. You can usually get one where there's a gen at the front in Michael's house, and then either one to the left or right of the house. It's quite a tight 3-gen, and if you can hold that, you can usually get somewhere with the game. And there can be 3-gens across the street if there isn't one at Michael's house on either the left or right side. You'll see them when you spawn in, you'll see the 3-gen. So that is usually my strategy when I play this map, as I find it very large to trap, and I don't want traps all over the place. It can be difficult to control. I have to admit that lately I have been using the Rusty Shackles and the Dried Cicada add-ons quite a bit in my matches, as disgustingly filthy as it is. I just enjoy them, and I find that they can shut the games down earlier than if I don't use them. Although I must go back to not using add-ons and playing that way, but that's a story for another day. So this match, as I said, I didn't expect to win. I'm not going to tell you whether I did win or not. You'll have to watch to find out. But it was an interesting match, and I do think my perks helped out. Trap placements definitely helped. But as I said, these are good survivors. The Kate in particular is very good. The Jinjin in this match was actually a lovely survivor who sent me some very sweet messages after the game, which I do appreciate, as usually all I get is salt. So when they do send me nice messages, I do remember them, and I appreciate that. I hope you are all doing well, and as I said, welcome to all you new people, and welcome back to those who are returning. I hope you enjoy this match, and if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, opinions, or anything else that you'd like to leave in the comments, I would love to hear it. And if you don't already follow me on TikTok, the link will be down in the description if you'd like to go and have a look. I put a new game up there today. There is a lot of content on my TikTok, all DBD related, and there might be something over there to take your interest. Anyway, let's get into the game, guys, and I shall see you on the other side. So here we are, loading in on Haddonfield. My heart sank when I realised which map I was on. I'm looking for my 3-gen here around Michael's house, and then I'm also disappointed again to see that I don't have it. So I'm looking to see what else I can do. I was just going to try new traps around the map, and then I noticed there was a 3-gen over in this left corner. So I set up a few traps, this 3-gen here right in front of me. I decide that's my best bet, so I go to start trapping, and then I find out someone's already working on a gen down here, and I can't delay this. I start chase, and unfortunately for Yui, somebody just boomed my Haunted Grounds totem, which is why I think she crouches and points, as she knows there's nothing she can do. She's in a dead zone. That gets me an early down, and the Jolt is regressing the gen again. So we hook her up, and then we go off to place more traps in the area that I want to keep. As I said, this Yui was very sweet. She has sent me some lovely messages after the game, which I do appreciate. I always love it when survivors are kind and not salty and rude. So thank you for that, Yui. Thank you very much. One of the good things about this map is that you can hide your traps. As you can see, there's a lot of grass and bushes and dark patches where you can hide traps so that the survivors won't necessarily see them, like this bush here. Now I can hear the gen going to my left over there in the house, but I don't want to keep that gen and I don't want to waste time going over there, so I leave it. We find Kate here on Michael's gen. I trap the bush, the unhook just happened. I give the gen a kick, not that it's going to do much, but the Kate and the Jin have flashlights, and as you can hear then just there, that notification was the Kate burning away the trap I put. We just missed the hit on Jin here, but we do get a pallet out of the way. She also has a flashlight. Got 2 flashlights in this lobby. The main reason I always run Franklin's on my hag. I can hear you, an injured Yui over here. Finishes the heal, but she's heading straight for the bush trap. The sneaky little bush trap. And heading towards another trap that I already placed, so although I didn't want to tunnel, I'll take what I can get at this stage, knowing who I'm facing. So as you can hear, we've got a clicky behind me. There's another gen gone. That was Michael's gen that the Kate was working on. Back to the bush traps. I do like the bush traps on this map. Here we have David. He's trying to sneak down into the area that I want to keep, so I have to chase him out. There goes the unhook. Oh no, that was the trap, sorry, she set the trap off. Kate tried to get the trap there, but she missed it for some reason. So we've just took her flashlight. Jin doesn't think I can see her with her bright neon blue hair hiding behind the hook, but I do, so we took her flashlight as well. David unknowingly set a trap off here, so we get a hit on him as well. And we get it down. Kate has obviously picked her flashlight back up. I leave David down as I know they're heading towards traps that I've already placed down this side of the map. Again, we miss, but we don't miss this one. So that's twice this little trap here in this bush has come in useful. I know that someone's ran in at the back there to pick David up, but I shall take this hook instead for now. We have 2 injured people and 1 healthy. I realise with the trap flashlights in the lobby, placing the traps, they are going to be burnt away, but I will still place them anyway as it delays them. Missed this hit here again, and as you can see, David's got lithe, and off he goes into the night. What he's not expecting is the trap that I placed at the beginning of the game, though. This one here, and that nets me down and a jolt on some of the gens. We say jolt, but in my heart I mean surge. It will always be surge to me, so that's what I call the curve. We trap and we leave again. At this stage I know I need more traps. I only have 6 traps on the board. Not good for hag. You want to try and have as many traps down as you possibly can. More bush traps. Very useful. I stopped to place this trap, and I think Ginger must have thought that I diverted and went into the house, but I didn't. She's again heading for an area where I don't have any traps, and the gen has been done over here. I try to get a hit and I miss her yet again, but we get the pallet, so I break it and then I head back to my area. This is a pebble. I knew it was a pebble, but I can hear the boon and I want to find it and snub it out, and it's just here in this house. So even if they put that back up, it just delays them a little bit by having to replace. This was a mistake. I should not have placed this trap knowing that the Jinjin was watching, because as you can expect, she comes out and she activates it. Again, we're not going to follow her too far. We get a nice hit on her here and we let her go. There are no traps, and I know that there is at least 2 people down by the hook because somebody unhooked David. And they're just healing over here to my left. I was going to go for the Yui here, but I see David's heading towards one of my traps, so I divert off her onto him. We get a hit, which I think he's not happy about, as he decides to teabag me. So now I do not feel bad in tunneling him. I'm sorry, David. The teabags are not appreciated, especially when I haven't been rude to you. So we get our second hook on David, and another spicy surge on all the gens. Another gen going over that side, but I'm not too worried as it's not one that I want to keep anyway. I'm still managing to hold the 3 gen over in that left corner. I place a trap here in Michael's houses as they seem the Kate and the Jinjin keep running this way, so that they won't be expecting that. So I just place that there just in case. Go back to my area to check my gens. I want to check this one over at the back here in case somebody snuck around. And we get here and nope, nobody snuck around here yet, so we place another bush trap. There, they're burning my traps away and getting the unhook on David. So all the gens that I want to keep are still dead for now. There's another trap here, which is, as you can see, there's quite dark. You can't see it. Another bush trap. Somebody took that trap there, but they didn't take this one. We take another flashlight away there. I have a choice here of the Kate or the David, and as the David wanted to teabag me, I decide to go for David. Rudeness is not appreciated, David. I'm sorry. This is a predictable move here. He saw me place the trap, so he won't go through the pallet, but I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna teleport anyway. And the bush trap coming in useful yet again. They get that gen at the back. David is dead. But as you can see, I'm not in a good position. I have 1 player out, but I still have 3 players in the game. A little love slap there for David for the teabags, as I do not appreciate them. Especially if I haven't been rude to you, I don't see why you would be rude to me. So now it has come down to the 3 gen that I managed to hold. Now I have to keep it. So I go back to setting traps. I get rid of this pallet here as it's in the zone. I want to check that gen at the back again as it's the furthest one away from me. They've just healed up. Nobody's working this gen. And we go back to check my gen over here. I see them creeping in over there behind the car. Bush trap! Remember the bush trap, people! They work wonders. And that little sneaky trap I put at the back of the gen there. Get a hit on Kate here. And again, the bush trap gets us down. My StarStruck has just reset, so you see at the back there the Yui running past. I know she will have been in the StarStruck radius. I decide to hook the Kate as she's going to make her way around to the Jinjin, and this is why I trapped her, so that when she goes in for the pickup, hopefully she will set the trap off. Which she does, and the StarStruck coming in clutch there for me gets me the down. And that's the GG's. As I said, I was very surprised to win this match. I didn't expect to win it. I expected maybe a kill, maybe 2 at best. So I was quite pleased that I managed to pull off the 4K. If I'd have known Jinjin was going to be so sweet after the match, I wouldn't have hooked her. I would have actually given her a hatch, but I didn't know at the time. So please accept my apologies, Jinjin. Yui even. I do appreciate the sweet messages that you sent, and if I see you again in future, if I win, I will give you the hatch. And now I set traps as it's more points for me and something to do while everybody gets taken away by the entity. The bush traps. Remember the bush traps, people, on this map. They're very good. You see, we got the merciless killer there, and we made some pretty good points as well. So guys, that was the Haddonfield Swift video. As I said, I didn't expect to win that one, but it does go to show you that these survivors, even if they're very good and they play a lot and they're in a Swift and they're all on comms and they know what they're doing, they can still make mistakes. It only takes one mistake by the survivors, if you can capitalize on it, for you to pull the game back in your favor, and I think that's what's happened in this match. But I hope you enjoyed it. As you can see, I did get the 4K. Well, that's not to say that I always get the 4K. I actually lose more often. Well, I wouldn't say more often, but I do lose a lot, especially at the ranks I'm playing at. The games can get quite tough, but I do still like playing Hag, and I will continue to play her as I enjoy the playstyle. And she's just the killer that I think I play the best with, so long live Hag. I'm also hoping to see more Hags. In fact, I think I have been seeing a slight increase in Hags when I've been playing. I've had quite a few this past month, which is unusual. You don't usually see them. And I've heard other people saying that they've been seeing quite a few Hags as well. I have no idea if that has anything to do with me and the TikToks. I'm kind of hoping it does, but even if it doesn't, I'm still happy to know that people are out there playing Hag, and I hope that more people will give her a try and maybe make her their main, as she is a lot of fun to play. I think she's fun to play against as well. Brings back a lot of jump scares into the game and the surprise element, and you have to be careful where you step and things like that, so it would be nice to see a whole army of Hags out there. But I think for now the strong killers such as Nurse and Blight will reign, as they always do. But if you haven't played Hag, maybe you consider giving her a try. I have quite a few videos on here with tips and tricks if you're unsure of how to play her. And the only thing that I can tell you to help you the most is that the more you play her, the better you will get, like with most things. But you will learn the trap placements better, you will learn the maps, and you'll see that most survivors, not all, but most, do tend to play in the same way. And once you realize this, you can play around it, and life with Hag will get easier the more you play her. But for today, that is what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed it. Please, if you liked the video, give it a like. You have no idea how much that helps my channel when you do this. A comment helps even more. If you're already subbed, then that's fantastic. If you're not, please consider hopping over to my TikTok and having a look at my content there. I welcome everybody who follows me and who supports me. I really do appreciate it. You are all wonderful, fabulous people, and I'm very, very happy to have you here on my channel. Thank you for watching, guys. Until next time, I shall see you again soon, and have a lovely day. Bye, guys.